So as I was driving home today from going out and doing some shit and doing some hard drugs and, basically just deciding to fuck up my life, I was thinking, you know what? You know what really fucking bothers me all the time? It's fucking YouTube and, the cancerous kind of people that are on YouTube, which of course is no surprise to anyone out there. I mean, hell, why would we call it cancer if it didn't bother us at all? In particular, at this very moment, what's been really bothering me is those people who tend to go into the comments on really popular YouTubers and they start picking apart what really makes that person who they are on YouTube, and they start basically shitting all over them, being like, this is what makes this person funny, and this is why you shouldn't fucking like them, and you should basically kill yourself because you like this kind of comedy, and it's not inventive, it's not creative, wow. And I was thinking, well, why the hell can you just go ahead and go on to any YouTuber who's got like more than 1 million subs and start picking them apart and suddenly make it not okay for them to be funny? And, why is it suddenly bad comedy or like a bad style of comedy depending on whatever they do? And maybe, yeah, sure, you don't like it, and that's fair. You don't have to like that and any type of video. I mean, hell, you could hate every single video uploaded to YouTube. I don't know how that would be possible, but you could. That's your right. You're allowed to just be like, I don't fucking like this video. It's fine. Hit that like thumbs down button. Go leave a KYS comment in the comments below the video, and hang up your coat and go to bed or whatever the fuck. If that's what you want to do with your life, go for it, man. I don't really care. I mean, I care a little bit because it's kind of stupid, but I mean, the number of fucks I give are very, very close to zero. To sort of elaborate on what I'm talking about, it's like people who go onto like PewDiePie's videos. Like, he's probably the most extreme example of this occurring on YouTube, where they'll go into his comment section and be like, PewDiePie isn't funny because all his comedy is him yelling at the beginning of his video, and then yelling as games scare him, and yelling and faking it and playing up his reactions and stuff, and that is why he is not funny. Okay, guys, like my comment, check out my channel, subscribe, donate to my fucking Patreon so I have a reason to live. And that's really, it's like, okay, whatever, you do you, okay? But suddenly, how does you picking apart and nitpicking someone's style of comedy make it not funny anymore? I mean, comedy is totally a subjective thing. Like, it's entirely possible that one person will find something humorous that isn't humorous to someone else. Like, obviously, I think the most extreme example, of course, I've been talking about this a bunch lately, but you jump over back onto the whole Leafy H3H3 drama, and you look at it, and people have been picking apart Leafy and being like, oh, well, all of his comedy is just him fake laughing and playing up his reactions to cringe and calling everything cringe and, just hating on kids and stuff like that and whatnot. And yeah, sure, you could be like, oh, that's his style of comedy. There isn't much to it, and it's not funny, guys. It's not funny at all. And all he does is like peek the mic and shit like this. Oh my god. But just to some extent, for some people, that is funny. I mean, myself included. Yeah, sure, it gets a bit repetitive, and some days I'll watch a video of his and be like, well, that was, I mean, it was pretty typical Leafy affair, and I mean, it wasn't like blowing me out of the water funny or anything, but yeah, that's what you come to expect from someone. I mean, that the same thing goes with PewDiePie, with Markiplier, with legitimately any well-known YouTuber who has like a succinct style, even H3H3. Granted, he tends to throw like us for a loop every once in a while, and honestly, that's what I really like about him, but you can basically even nitpick him to death, basically saying that like, oh, from H3H3 you can expect something new every time, like, oh my gosh, suddenly he's just very inventive with his comedy and whatnot. So I guess it's not even like saying, oh, you expect everything new every time, but like the over-the-top ridiculousness of all of his content, and especially his more recent videos where he's going away from the like reviewing videos aspect of things. It's just like, each video of his is just dumb as hell, like what is going on, but it's, it makes you laugh. And I mean, obviously that probably isn't funny to everyone, but that doesn't mean you have to go into the comments and start picking it apart and being like, well, you see, H3H3's comedy style is every time he makes a video, he just does something completely ridiculous. He plays up his character as being really, really dumb and just kind of weird. And he just plays like a complete freaking weirdo in a lot of his videos, and he makes fun of certain pop culture and stuff like that. Yeah. and therefore, now that I understand his comedy, he is not funny anymore. Unsubscribing, and I'm retracting my, I'm back charging my PayPal donation. Yeah, cool. I think we can close the book on this one. It's all said and done. Fuck off, guys. But yeah, so basically, without going too much of a rant, that's basically what's been bothering me over the past 20 minutes. Fucking hell. That's basically how I make these videos. I'll just be sitting there, I'll be like, you know what really fucking grinds my gears? Everything. But still, yeah, that's what I've been thinking about a little bit, and every time I see stuff like that in the comments where someone just picks apart like a style, not even like comedy style that a YouTuber does, but just any like style of video, and suddenly decides that just because they understand that person's style, it suddenly isn't good anymore. It just bothers me. Like, I don't know if that's necessarily a bad thing, but if there's a YouTuber who doesn't have a succinct style, like he doesn't have something that makes them unique, that makes them who they are on YouTube, like, you're not going to have an audience. It just doesn't exist. I mean, I think that's mainly one of my problems, honestly. Like, there isn't a very obvious style that all of my videos go for. There's not something that someone subscribes and they're like, I know I'm going to see this kind of video every time, and that is why I'm subscribing to you. I mean, unless they like subscribing to hear someone who's like really fucking depressing sounding every time he makes a video, and it makes it like they get fucking secondhand depression off of me. Like, I'm sorry if that's the case. I'm trying hard to make that not sound so bad. I mean, I've gotten comments saying, oh my god, dude, you sound depressed, and I'm like, shit, you fucking nailed it. Anyways, guys, thank you very much for watching this shit, emphasis on shit, and I'll see you just around the corner. Please, God, help me end my suffering.